Less than 1% of the population own over 50% of England. Interestingly, some of the largest landowners in the country owe their landed wealth to a distant relative that just happened to be friends with William the Conqueror almost 1,000 years ago. Following the Norman conquest in 1066, the newly crowned king William the Conqueror introduced a feudal system and declared that all land in England belonged to him. He kept around 20% for his own use, gave 25% to his allies in the church, and divided up the rest to around 170 barons that had supported him in his efforts. Although the church has since lost much of this power, the descendants of these barons have largely maintained their grip of ownership on English land. In fact, the impacts of this decision have been so strong and so immune to change that the direct descendants of these aristocratic families still own over 30% of the country today. In this sense, a decision made almost 1,000 years ago has enabled the extreme inherited wealth and influence of a handful of Norman descendants. Given this context, the late 6th Duke of Westminster, once considered Britain's richest man, suggested that the best way to succeed in modern Britain was to make sure you have an ancestor who was a very close friend of William the Conqueror.